10 products you shouldn't buy from a car dealership. Hi, I'm Kevin Hunter. Most people don't realize that one of the common ways people ruin themselves financially is by making really dumb decisions in a car dealership. The content I'm about to share with you is just one of the many ways you really hose yourself with a bad car deal. So there you are, at a car dealership. You just got done negotiating the price of your new car. You might be feeling satisfied that you got a good deal, but many of you don't realize you're not done yet. In fact, you are nowhere near done yet. That's right. You're going to make a visit to the finance office where the final paperwork will be completed. And the office you'll be sitting in is the #1 profit-producing square footage the dealership has. And you're going to get burned because you walked in the door being focused on car price. Dealers will use all types of sales techniques to get you to purchase add-ons for your new vehicle. And unfortunately, for you anyways, while some have value, most add-ons are marked up to the extreme. If that sounds bad, it actually gets worse. Not one thing the finance man can sell you will actually improve the ACV, or the actual cash value of the car. Don't ever forget that. The only thing you're doing in that office is burying yourself financially. I'll get into that in a moment, but first, remember to subscribe to the channel if you're new here, hit that notification bell for more great content, and make sure you share this on social media. It's the best way you can thank me for helping you here today. All right, let's get started. 10 things you shouldn't buy from a car dealership. #1, paint and fabric protection. Getting paint and fabric protection from a car dealer can easily add $1,000 to $1,500 to the overall amount you'll be paying for your vehicle. Most dealers try to sweeten the deal by claiming that their paint and fabric protection plan comes with a 5-year guarantee or even more. However, any standard paint finish should last for 5 years or more anyway, if you care for your vehicle properly. Washing your car and an occasional wax job actually does wonders for the paint. The smart thing to do is to save your money and address problems where they occur, as opposed to spending it all up front at the dealership. Easily $1,000 saved. #2, roof racks. A roof rack can be incredibly handy. However, instead of purchasing this particular add-on from the dealership, who will slap a nice big fat markup on it, why not visit an online retailer or take a trip down to your local sporting goods store where you'll be able to find some of the same add-ons for much less. Another big chunk of money saved. #3, key insurance. Back in the day, car keys and key fobs weren't all that expensive, but today, some keys can run you hundreds of dollars for replacement. To alleviate this issue, crafty dealers offer key insurance to help you cover the cost of keys when they're misplaced or stolen. If you're replacing a laser cut key, you might end up paying $500 or more, and unfortunately for you, there's a good chance your standard auto insurance policy doesn't cover the expense. Still, when you think about it, the idea of paying for a $250 insurance plan to cover a $500 key, does that make any sense to your wallet? Are you still worried about this? Well, talk to your auto insurance company and see if you can add key coverage to your existing policy. You might just find that you'll only have to pay a fraction of the cost the dealership is asking. Another wad of cash saved. #4, protection packages. For everything under the sun, like windshields, tires, wheels, dents, scratches. It's common practice for car dealers to create bundles or offerings, most of which include a number of products you don't need, into a single protection package. A common package you would find includes windshield, tire, wheel, and dent protection. While there's nothing majorly wrong with providing extra peace of mind for your new vehicle, there's really no need to spend an arm and a leg, and that's exactly what your dealer is going to charge you. You know you're going to get a rock chip or crack in your windshield at some point, right? Well, put some money in a savings account for that. You also get a dent in your bumper or blow out a tire. Roads are rough because, politicians are busy siphoning money out of the road fund for their favorite lobbyists, but I digress. The truth is there are millions of vehicles on the road. The statistics are against you when it comes to avoiding some kind of ding, scratch, or dent in your vehicle, or maybe even have an accident. Again, your money would serve you better if you put it away in your bank account and paid for damages as they occur. If the damage is too severe, well, that's what car insurance is for. Besides, when you get good at saving money, you might have a sizable down payment or even be able to pay cash the next time you go car shopping. Another stack of Jacksons saved. #5, gap insurance. If you happen to get into an accident and you owe more than what the car is worth, the amount you receive from your insurance company may not be enough to cover the entire loan balance. You may have to cough up a lot of money out of pocket to cover the remaining gap, unless, of course, you have gap insurance. Gap insurance is often a requirement on leases, and while it's not a bad idea for some buyers to get gap insurance, the amount of money you'll be paying out of pocket at the dealership can be horrendously high. It's very common for gap at a dealership to be over $1,000. If you think you need gap, shop for a policy with a typical insurance company. Just don't use your current insurance company. Trust me on that. You want a different company paying out your gap policy because insurance companies can be slime balls too, and they will take the cheapest route they can to getting your car back on the road. If they hold both policies, insurance companies have been known to avoid totaling a car that should be totaled, and you wind up with a car that now has a bad Carfax and huge losses in book value because of it. Still, get that gap insurance at an outside insurance company or lender, and you'll find that it costs about $35 a year. Do your research. I'm stacking up those Benjamins for you. Another $1,000 saved. Number 6, nitrogen in your tires. Some dealers are still trying to pump up your tires with nitrogen as opposed to good old-fashioned air, which, by the way, already has 70% nitrogen. You probably didn't know that. You'll hear all those NASCAR stories as if you intended on taking your car out on the racetrack. Nitrogen does have its uses. It adds more pressure stability as temperatures change, and it seeps out of your tires at a slower rate than normal air, and it generally has less moisture content. These are all the reasons race car drivers love filling their tires with nitrogen. However, since you won't be driving 180 miles an hour around an oval track, you won't notice those subtle differences. Instead of breaking the bank and spending so much on filling your tires with nitrogen, think about buying a good tire gauge and make sure your tires are always topped off with air. Now, if you feel truly inclined to fill your tires with nitrogen, then go down to your local tire shop and then ask them to provide this life-changing service for you. Meanwhile, the dealership had this little gem tagged at $400. Don't be stupid, just say no to nitrogen. $400 saved. Number 7, theft protection. Oh my gosh, these things have gotten ridiculous. There are a variety of security packages that are designed to scare off thieves, but they come at huge marked up prices when you get them from dealerships. If you have a big theft problem in your neighborhood, there are always more affordable and more effective third-party options. Also consider that if you're buying a new car, it already likely has an anti-theft system in place. For example, many new cars come with the OnStar system that can be used to track the location of your vehicle. Even more useful is the fact that OnStar can shut the vehicle down in the event of a police chase. Go visit your local car audio and electronics shop to look for higher levels of security, which are often custom built to suit your vehicle specifically. If a security system is added to the price of your new car, demand that your dealer strike that feature from the contract to reduce the cost. Always be willing to walk away from a deal if your car dealer doesn't want to work with you. I've seen these theft systems run $1,000 to $1,500. Don't waste your time. More greenbacks saved. Number 8, rear seat entertainment systems. If you're a parent, you know that keeping your kids occupied during long trips can be a necessity. With that said, installing TV screens into the back seat of your car will cost you a pretty penny, whether it's installed from the factory or added on in the dealer. Count on spending $1,000 or more. Instead of spending so much money to install an onboard system, consider purchasing tablets. A couple $100 and you can move from vehicle to vehicle or anywhere else they want to go. This will keep the kids occupied as they watch their favorite shows and play their favorite games. Tablets are a fantastic and affordable alternative when it comes to rear seat entertainment. $800 saved. Number 9, window etching. Let me say something here. Any dealer still selling this should be hanging their heads in shame. For you that don't know, here's how window etching works. Your VIN number is etched into the glass of your window, which in theory makes your vehicle useless to thieves who will not be able to sell it without going through the effort of changing out all the windows. Dealerships will often tell you that this measure makes it much easier to locate a stolen vehicle. That part is completely crap. Also, if a thief wants your car, they're probably not going to be thinking about or likely even noticing window etching anyways. And even if they did, savvy thieves simply replace the windows and recover their money when they sell your vehicle. Always look at the fine print of any contract you sign. Sometimes dealers are famous for pre-printing add-ons such as this window etching and putting it into the sales contract, making it seem as if it's a necessary expense. They'll say, "We do this on all our cars," or "It's already on it, we can't take it off." Well, don't buy any of that nonsense. If you spot this in your contract, insist that it be removed. Even if you want your VIN etched into your windows, there are many ways you can go about it that will save you bucket loads of money. For instance, you can buy a do-it-yourself kit on Amazon for just $25. Don't let the dealership trick you into thinking they're the only ones who can provide this service. Don't let a dealership steal your money, with a theft program at that. $500 to $1,000. Saved. Number 10, service contracts, also known as extended warranties. A vehicle service contract or vehicle protection plan provides coverage for anything that might break after the standard warranty from the manufacturer has run its course. There's certainly nothing wrong with a good extended warranty. They provide the insurance you need in case your car decides to start having problems after your standard warranty ends. However, there are two problems. First, dealerships tend to sell extended warranties at horrendously high markups. Secondly, some dealers sell service plans that aren't worth the paper they're written on. They cover nothing. Here's the deal. New buyers tend to understand that they don't need to purchase an extended warranty when they first drive the vehicle off the lot, and they certainly aren't required to purchase one directly from the dealership. A better alternative can be to check with your insurance agent or lender, who will likely have similar coverage with a price tag that's far more forgiving for your wallet or purse. Don't let anyone tell you that you must rush into buying an extended warranty. You can buy one at any time during the lifetime of your vehicle, so don't feel pressured into buying one right now when you're at the dealership. You have plenty of time to think on it. In many cases, here's another $2,500 to $3,500 saved. Let me conclude with this. Be smart with your money. Even if you don't have a car payment now, save something every single month. If you're financing, put 20% or more down. Always pay your tax, title, and license fees out of your pocket. Why in the world would you finance fees and taxes? All right, never take long-term financing deals either. You get screwed with them, always, every time. Don't have such a big ego that you think you must drive the finest car on the market if you have a golf cart budget. Your car doesn't define you. Drive what's comfortable, dependable, and doesn't put you on Poor Street. If your car does define you, I'm guessing you have other issues you're in denial about too. Only an idiot goes into the car dealer and drives away being car poor for years to come. For some of you, I offended you with this honesty, but somebody had to tell you. Dealers are getting fatter by the day because they will never tell you the things I've told you here today, and some of you want to keep thinking it will work out differently some way, somehow. For those of you who did appreciate the help, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, leave me a comment, and if you want to thank me for my efforts, share the video on social media with your family and friends. They deserve a fair car deal too. I'm Kevin Hunter. Until next time, take care.